Hey, y'all. It's me again. I was sitting here trying to get some things done. I was like, why don't I go live for a little bit? Maybe I can get some things done while I'm going live. So here I am. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Anybody who wants to be here, I don't know what's going on, and if something else is going on, um, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on anybody's toes. But yeah. Hey, it's my Renaissance Grandma. Thanks for popping in. Hey, Homesteader Rachel. Thanks for popping in. I ain't doing nothing today. I was just sitting here and I was like, let me just go live for a little bit. I ain't going to be on here long. I was just wondering what y'all doing. It's good to see y'all. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Like I said, nothing's going on. Um, Ain't nothing special. I was sitting here trying to get some things done. Hey, Mystic Storm, happy birthday. I was just thinking about you. Happy birthday, sis. How's your day going, y'all? Today's Mystic Storm's birthday. I wish her a happy birthday, please. I think it's either today or tomorrow, but I think it's today. But yeah, I was doing nothing, and I said, let me just go live for a minute. I haven't been live. Haven't been going live lately, so I'm trying to get back into it. Life's been lifing, and um, I'm trying to, get back into doing some of the things. Um, um, yeah. So thank you, and it's going well. Good, good. I'm glad it's going well for you. It's a pretty day here. I don't know how it is where you are, but it's a pretty day here. It's in the mid 40s, and it's sunny. Which is that's what it is for me. This cold, rainy weather has been getting me down, and the sunshine. I'm loving the sunshine, and another sunny day. Yesterday was beautiful as well. It was in the mid 50s, but today is in the mid 40s, so it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not freezing, that's for sure. I was talking to my neighbor, and she was saying, I was saying to her that it's time to for us here to get started with our garden stuff. If you're going to do some gardening, now is the time, because we are less than 6 weeks out from our last frost date. And so we're going to start some things you need to start. Ooh, 33 gives me chills just thinking about it. But that's better than it was, because it was in the single digits and less in a lot of places. So yeah, and I'm not complaining at all. Hey, Mike, how are you? It's good to see you. Mike's Chaotic Garden. It's good to see you. What you up to today? Anyway, I was telling my neighbor, it's time to get started. If you're gonna be gardening, you're gonna be doing some stuff. Now's the time to get stuff started, because we're less than 6 weeks out. Hey, Tuba Chat, thanks for popping in. It's good to see you. Y'all, y'all popping in here. I was like, I knew y'all. I thought people were busy during the day. My sleep schedule has been crazy. Oh, 41. That's good. That's way better than it has been. Thank you for sharing it out, Tuba Chat. I appreciate you. Um, so yeah, our my sleep schedule hasn't been very good. I've had a lot of stuff going on, and I'm telling you, it's been overwhelming. Honestly, it's been overwhelming. So I've had a lot going on, and I haven't been sleeping well. But I got 4 hours of sleep last night, which is amazing, because I haven't been sleeping at night at all. I've been sleeping mostly during the day, and so um, that I got sleep last night is like, whoa, that's pretty amazing. And so I'm good with that. What are you going to start with? First thing I usually plant outside is sweet peas, because you can start them before you can start before your last frost date, and they are usually ready to pick in early May. And so that's the first thing I'm going to put in the ground. But I'm also starting some stuff inside. I'm going to do some cucumbers. Um, some cucumbers. Well, I have my seeds right here. And some herbs, and I'm gonna start some tomatoes and some peppers inside, so that when we get to our last frost date, I'll be ready to transplant them. Um, but yeah, I'm working on it. I know Mike and GT Junior are wondering what happened to me this year because I did not do the WIG 2025, the indoor growing challenge. Um, I didn't do it. There's nothing in my hydroponics. Hey, TT, thanks for popping in. There's nothing in my hydroponics. I've got 4 units sitting on the table in there with nothing in them. But that's just temporary because they're gonna all have stuff in them um, eventually. I'm not saying no date, but eventually they're gonna all have stuff in there. But for sure, the cucumbers because I bought some and I received some cucumbers that can grow inside. New England Cajun Roots reseller. Hey, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Cajun New England. Okay, okay. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I'm starting with. So outside I'm starting with the sweet peas. Inside I'm starting with some cucumbers, some tomatoes, and some I said peppers, and I am gonna start pepper inside to be transplanted, but I'm also gonna grow some celery and some I have it all written down, y'all, because I'm that person. Um, um, some celery and some basil, Thai basil, holy basil. I'm getting there. I'll get the name right in a minute. Holy basil. I'm growing holy basil inside, for sure. But celery I'm growing inside. Celery, cucumbers, and tomatoes I'm growing inside. Peppers I'm starting to transplant outside. And I'm going to put all of that in my hydroponic units. Like I said, I've got 4 sitting on the table. I've got 1 in the box. So I have potentially 5 going um, eventually. um, eventually. But yeah, I'm excited for it though. Hey, Warmstrong, how you doing? Where are you? Where are you? Because I know you're not at home for sure. It's too cold for you to be at home. You've got to be someplace tropical. Hey, Ro. Okay. Are y'all at work? Are y'all at work? Are y'all off of work? How you doing, Ro? Oh, hey, Sandrine, the Mosaic Queen. How you doing? It's good to see you. Are you warm enough over there? Cause Lord, let me know. I'll tell you, it's chilly, but it's warmer. It's 40 some degrees outside. So yeah, she said maybe, maybe. Oh, I wanted to ask y'all. Any of y'all got stevia seeds? It's not urgent. I want some if you have some, but if you don't have any, that's fine. I probably can pick up a plant here at the big box store. Um, but I was just wondering. I'll go off in 2 minutes and then go into clean the Airbnb. Okay, girl, you are working. That Airbnb is a second job for real. Oh, yeah. I'm good, Sandrine. Life's been lifing, and I have been going through some changes. I'm for real, but you know what? I'm good. Um, life is so. You just got to do what you got to do. So, but yeah, I'm well. My family's well, and I'm grateful. Yeah. Anyways, like I said, I'm not gonna be on here long. I just wanted to pop in for a minute, um, say hi to whoever was around, catch up a little bit. You know, that's all. I haven't, like I said, I haven't been going. I've only been live once this year, and yeah. Hey, Jay. Thank you. I think I sent you a message. I did get my package and I'm enjoying everything. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all coming in here. Oh yeah, and replay crew. Thank y'all. You know who you are for catching the replay. I appreciate it. TT, I am still working on this blanket. It's a granny rectangle blanket, and it's long. It's long. It's for a friend of mine. Actually, it's for a friend of my son's who is tall. She's over 6 feet tall. Oops, sorry. She's over 6 feet tall, and so it's gonna be long. It's gonna be very long, but I'm still working on that, and I'm getting there. I'm on the last skein. I'm using this Caron Jumbo Ombre in this color, and then I have this color for the it's not pink. I know it looks pink, it's just really orange. I have this color for the border. So this is the last skein that I'm going to use, and I'm going to put a border on it, and then I'll be done. I'm going to try to get it done this week. I've been working on it for a long time, and on and off, and I'm going to try to concentrate on getting it finished this week if I can. It just depends on how my hand holds up to it. Y'all may not know, but a couple of last week? I think it was last week. I woke up one morning and my hand felt like it had been hit by a hammer. No apparent reason. Um, but it just felt like somebody had smashed the outside of it with a hammer, and that, yeah. And that lasted for 2 days. But thankfully, I had some of TT's pain salve. That stuff is the truth. And if you don't have none, go to TT'sUrbanPantry.com and order you some, because, um, yeah, I yeah, it was, my hand was so sore I couldn't put an ice pack on it. It hurt so bad. It hurt to the touch, and I finally was able to rub some of that salve on it, which I keep in the refrigerator so it was cool. And I was able to rub some of that salve on it, and literally within 12 hours, the pain had it reduced by half. And then I was able to immobilize it and keep that salve on it. And now I still have little twinges of soreness, but it's not, I can use it. And so, anyways, I was saying all of that to say that um, as long as my hand holds up to crocheting, I will crochet, but I'm not going to hurt myself doing it. And I hadn't been crocheting, so I thought, well, maybe I crocheted too long. I was like, no, I hadn't worked on that blanket in a few days. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know. I guess I slept wrong. Yes, gonna bring that blanket with you so you can finish it too. Yeah, I reached a point of paralysis on that blanket, that daggone blanket, and I can't finish it. Y'all send me some motivation. I know that's right. I get that way too. I don't do a lot of crocheting in the summertime because it's just too hot. Like especially like working on a blanket like this with the blanket covering laying on you, and then the my hands start to sweating and stuff. Yeah, I don't do much in the summertime. And then when I get back to it, I have so much I want to do, and it's like, ugh. And so sometimes I'm not motivated. And the other thing is, I don't crochet if I'm not in the right frame of mind. Um, I made I made one blanket and it frustrated me so much that when I finished it, only thing I could think of to do is just to put it away for a while, because I'm like, I can't give this blanket to anybody because the energy in that blanket was so negative. It's like, yeah, I can't crochet when I'm in a bad state of mind, because I can't give something to somebody. I can't sell something to somebody that has negative energy in it. So yeah. So that actually that blanket is probably gonna get frogged. Because I still don't feel good about it. And it's pretty, it's pretty, but the pattern was so frustrating that yeah, it's got a lot of frustration in it, and I'm not gonna put that off on anybody else. But does anybody else feel that way when they're making stuff for people? Or when you're making anything, when you either, I mean, cooking or canning or creating stuff, do you feel like that the energy you put in it lingers in it or not? I don't know. I do. I honestly feel that the energy that you put in things can linger to it and can cause the whoever ends up with it um, issues if they're sensitive to that. But I don't know. Am I the only one who feels that way? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. In the comments. And I can get um frustrated with projects that take too long. It's funny. I like making baby blankets, and I think I like maybe making baby blankets because of the amount of time that it takes. Okay, thank you, Ro. Thanks for popping in. Um, I think I make like making baby blankets because of the time frame that it takes to make them. It's not too long and it's not too short. I can get a baby blanket out in a week, week and a half. And so it's a good project to focus my mind for a short period of time, but then I'm done. But when it comes to making things that take longer than that, I'll lay it down and I may have to come back to it later. And sometimes I don't come back to it till a long time later, like years later. So yeah, never thought about it, but it's a great point. I was just wondering if anybody feel that way. If I'm the only one that feels that way, or if anybody else feels that way. But um, I've been actually was kind of taught that way about cooking. That you need to cook with love. When you're making something, when you're cooking, that you need to put positive energy. You need to put love in it. You need to, those kinds of things. Um, and so I pretty much good with cooking. Um, and hardly I can't recall ever making something um, and spoil the pot, by negativity or anything like that. But with crocheting, I have had sometimes when it's like, okay, this hat, this cannot go to a child. This blanket just cannot go to a child. Um, yeah, I've even heard stuff. In fact, I was watching a cooking video the other day, and she was saying she was cooking. It was and she was using chopsticks to stir it up, and she was like, and then you use your chopsticks and you stir it, and you only stir it to the right. You have to stir it clockwise. And I was like, wait a minute, I've heard that before too, about stirring things clockwise and not stirring things counterclockwise when you're cooking. I've heard that before too, and I was like, wonder what that's all about. I don't know. I've never asked anybody why about that, but I've heard it. Um, and when she said it, I was like, hmm, that's interesting. I think it's funny how, or at least interesting how those things they come and go. It's like you don't even think about them. You do things a certain way because you were taught to do them a certain way, and you don't think about it until somebody says something. And you're like, "Hey, I do that too," and then it's like, "Why do I do that? Why do I do that? I don't know." Yeah, that's true. I cook with love. Yeah, I do. Now that's something that I I really do is cook with love. When I'm making stuff for my family or my friends, that love is definitely going in the pot. That's the secret ingredient. So, and I want to cook. That's the other thing too. I want to cook. I love to cook, and I want to cook, but um, I don't need to eat a bunch of stuff right now. I'm sitting here thinking. I was like, man, I sure would like to make the pie, and then I'm thinking, if I make a pie, I'm gonna have to freeze half of it, or I'm gonna eat the whole thing, and I don't need to eat the whole thing. It's like, but I sure would like to have a pie. I went to Costco the other day, and I bought one of the big bags of shelled walnuts, and I was like, "Ooh, you should make a pie." Because I could, just use the regular pecan pie recipe and use walnuts instead. I've made them the mix of pecans and walnuts before, but I've never made one with just the walnuts. And I was like, you got all these nuts. And so, I had taken the walnuts, took that big bag of walnuts and I broke it down into smaller bags and put them in the freezer because, they keep longer that way. And I was like, oh, you should make a pie. You should make a pie. I'm like, if you make that pie, you're going to eat that whole thing. I was like, but you can freeze it. Those nut pies, they freeze really well. And, you can freeze it. So I haven't talked myself into it. But yeah, they'll keep in the refrigerator. So, I mean, they'll keep in the freezer. So I've got time on that. It's no rush if I decide to make it or not. But I was like, that would be so good. I'm the top chef in my tribe, so it has to be on point. Every feels like they're going feels like they're going yeah. It's funny because we all in my family, everybody cooks. And I mean different people have their different things that they are, are known for. Like my sister next to me is known for cooking cakes. She makes really good cakes and beautiful cakes. Yeah. Everyone, yeah, I got it. But everybody's known for cooking something else. And my oldest sister who passed away, she made the best potato salad. So much so that I don't think I may have tried to make potato salad once, maybe once or twice. I don't even recall the last time I attempted to make potato salad. I just don't, because I know it's not going to be good. I mean, it's not going to be bad, but hers was really good. And she was just known for it. She was the one. If you wanted potato salad, you just asked her to make it. And like I said, it's to the point that I don't. Now I will make cakes. Like my other sister makes cakes. I will make cakes. But I'm not gonna make a chocolate cake because she makes the best chocolate cake. I'm not even gonna. If I try to make a chocolate cake, I know that I'm not gonna get that frosting right. I'm just not gonna get it right. There's something. Something's not gonna be right about it. I'm not gonna get the right amount of, I don't know, the pinch of salt or whatever it is. There's one something that she does to it that makes her chocolate frosting so good. It makes her cakes the best. And it's like like when I want a chocolate cake, I just asked her, "Can you make me a chocolate cake, please?" um, and now she's been making pound cakes. It's got me messed up too because I can make a good pound cake, but she makes a great pound cake, and it's just got me messed up because I was really happy with my pound cakes until she started making pound cakes, and it's like, why would you do this to me? Why? Don't you love me? Speaking of don't you love me, y'all, I know I'm all over the place today. I am all over the place today. I know that I am, but it is what it is. But speaking of which, last night I had this crazy dream. And in the dream, as long as you don't put raisins in that potato salad, you're good. Psh, I ain't gonna put no raisins in the potato salad. But I had this dream last night, and in the dream, I wrote this song. I woke up with this song in my head that I wrote, and it's like, if you love me, don't let me eat this brownie. Now, don't look, y'all. I don't know where that came from, but I woke up singing this song, if you love me, don't let me eat this brownie. And I thought it was the craziest thing. And I should have recorded it because it was like a rap, but underneath it had like a melody. It was a whole song with verses. It was like this rap, and then underneath it had this melody and it had this really smooth beat. And I was like, why didn't I just get the recorder out, get my phone out and record it when I woke up? Because it was so cool. I'm like, well, maybe I could dream it again because now I can't remember the tune. I can't remember all the verses and all the words and everything to it. But it was so funny to me. It's like, who does that? Who dreams of a song and wake up singing it? It's crazy. There's this speaking of potato salad, there's a friend of mine who's has a, I think she's Dominican. I want to say she's Dominican, but I could be wrong. Friend who makes a really good potato salad as well. But it's not a traditional Southern potato salad. When you said put raisins in it, it doesn't have raisins in it. But I don't know what it does have. I can't remember what it all it does have in it. But she makes this really kicking potato salad. And it's funny because whenever we have events and stuff, I'm like, is so and so going to make the potato salad? And because she's just known for that. But I think it's interesting how people are known for certain dishes, and my family is definitely that way. My mom made cakes. She was a baker. She baked cakes. She was known for baking cakes, and people often ask her to bake cakes for occasions and things like that. And that's how me and my sisters learned to cook. Beside my mom in the kitchen. Um, with her teaching us how to make those things. Uh, but even with cakes, we had different ones that we made. Like my sister next to me made the chocolate cake. My oldest sister made the pineapple cake. Um, she always made the pineapple cake, but my mom made the pineapple upside down cake. Um, which is interesting. But those are cakes. I've never made a pineapple upside down cake. I don't think I've ever made a pineapple cake. I have made chocolate cakes, but I don't make the chocolate frosting from scratch. I'll just buy chocolate frosting because I don't do a good job of making it. I have made it. I don't like the way it comes out, but yeah, that. She says, "Don't put raisins in that potato salad. Not if you're bringing it to the picnic. Not if you're bringing it to the barbecue. You don't put it in there." Because people gonna talk bad about you. For real, for real. But anyway, what are you guys doing today? You doing anything special for your birthday, Storm? If you're still here, I don't know if she's still here or not. I hope you're doing something special for your birthday. If not today, at least the weekend, because we need to celebrate those days. In fact, we need to celebrate all the days. You don't need any special reason to celebrate. You just need to celebrate because um, being alive is a good thing. It's a very good thing. Yeah. Drinking sparkling water. The only thing I don't like about these beautiful days, and I don't know if anybody else is affected, I have chronic pain, and when it's a beautiful day like this, usually that means there's a high pressure system sitting over us. And for whatever reason, those are the days that I have more pain. It's like, why couldn't the pain come on the bad day? When I'm not going to go outside, on the days when it's wet and rainy and yeah, that why couldn't the pain come on that day? Why do I have to have a pain episode or enter a pain cycle when it's a beautiful day outside, when you want to be outside in your garden? I'm about to stop mopping, but I'm still listening. Okay. I'm just glad you're here, that you were able to make it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Hey, sugar. Sugar, 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 sugar. How you doing? I need to call you, sis. Um, or you can call me, either one. Uh, I've got ain't nothing serious, but I got a couple things I wanted to talk to you about. I'll get around to it at some point. Bayou Sugar Garden. Oh, I forgot. I was trying to think how you guys could drop a link. I think it's drop. Is it drop? Hashtag drop? I don't remember what it is. Isn't that crazy? That's how long it's been since I've been. Yes. if you guys want to drop a link, you can type in hashtag drop. Most of you guys know each other, but if you're new here or if you don't know each other, you can drop your link um, that way. I forgot what it was. Isn't that crazy? That's a shame. That means I really have been gone too long. I need to come back and get back into the routine of going live. And I will eventually, maybe, possibly. No promises. I'm being silly. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I'm being a little bit silly. Sorry, y'all, but I got stuff to do. Um, so here, um, we're less than 6 weeks out from our last frost date. Um, and I need to get ready. I for gardeners. I think I go live frequently and I still forget my Nightbot commands. I forget mine. I forget how to use them. I forget how to tell people how to do it. And it's like I set them up for a reason. But and I need to set some more up. I need to set some more up. I was thinking about that the last time I was on, and I was like, oh, you need a command to do that. Um, but I might do that. Set up a command that tells you how to use the commands. Yeah, that. But anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, for the gardeners, we're less than 6 weeks out from our last frost date, and so um, there's just stuff that needs to be done, and I'm doing stuff slowly, but it takes me longer. It always takes longer than I think it's going to take to do anything. And it's funny because I've always known this. I've always known this. When we would do, you know, different things around the house, chores and repairs and things around the house. I would always tell my husband, and it was like, come up with your, list of supplies and, the amount of money we're going to need and the amount of time we're going to need, and then multiply it by four. And he was like, four? Why four? I was like, because in the middle of the project, you're going to come up with something's going to happen, something that you didn't foresee is going to happen, and it's going to end up costing you more to complete that repair than you had planned for. But if you multiply it by four, then you'll still come in under budget. That was my that was always my logic behind that, that multiplier. And for the most part, it generally works. I forgot that I need to use that same multiplier for everything that I'm getting ready to do. So if I think, oh, I'm going to go in the kitchen and I'm going to cook and I'm going to be done in 30 minutes. No, you're going to be done in 2 hours. So then when I'm done in an hour and 40 minutes, it's like, what? Yeah, that part. At least I came in, I gave myself enough time in order to get everything done. And then, I mean, and blah, 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 I can't speak. And I mean, sure, sometimes it doesn't take that extra, but you had it if you needed it, that part. So multiply by four. That's the magic number to keep yourself from being frustrated and not being able to finish a project because you didn't budget enough time and supplies and money to get it done. So, does anybody else use a multiplier like that when it comes to stuff when you're figuring out your budget for a project? And I'm talking when I say budget, I mean both money and time. Just wondering. Something started beeping in my kitchen. I think it's my water filter. It's time for me to add water. Yeah, I usually add more than enough. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm trying to think. I used to say double it, and then I was like, that's not going to be enough. I'm like, double it again. So that's where I got the multiply by four uh, from it. Oh, weather. Hey, YouTube police. Good to see you, Gary. Thanks for coming in. Weather for Minneapolis. Conditions are fair with a temperature of 37 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the west southwest at 9 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 65%. Wow. Toasty. Yeah, toasty. Exactly. It's not negative anything. I'm having chills, but hey, that part. That part. That is cool. Just sat down at the computer and saw you were live. I thought I would drop in. Well, thank you. Thank you for dropping in. I appreciate it. I just popped up for a minute. Like I said, I'm not going to be here long. I just popped up for a minute. Just wanted to say hi to whoever was around. Say hey, 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 and let y'all know that even though if you don't see me, I'm still thinking about you. Um, and I miss going live and hanging out with you guys. But yeah, that part. It's always a pleasure to see you too. Oh, weather for Montgomery. Conditions are sunny with a temperature of 48 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the west northwest at 11 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 33%. I told y'all it was a pretty day. It's a pretty day out, and 48 is nothing to sneeze at. Um, it's a nice February day. Always a pleasure to be here. Yeah, yeah. I was talking about that earlier. How life is life, but I'm grateful to be here. Like I said, I'm well and my family's well, and yeah, what more can you ask for? Um, yeah. Hey, Juanita, she spins. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Weather for Durant. Durant. Well, I don't know. Conditions are sunny with a temperature of 69 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the west southwest at 15 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 24%. Hey, Zach, how are you? How's it going? It's good to see you. Juanita, you still spinning? I'm trying to think. I haven't been on YouTube a lot lately, so I don't recall having seen you um doing a live spinning lately. Are you going live still? I haven't seen, like I said, I haven't been on. It's probably me, not you. I'm good. How are you? Just have had but some podcasts, but sometimes it happens. Well, okay. I guess it does happen. Zach. Y'all are funny. It helps if you eat beans. Speaking of beans, I was trying to decide what I was going to cook today. And I did want to cook some soup. I want to make some kind of a soup. Uh, no worries, Zach. Um, it was right on time. Some of us are full of hot air and we know it. Yeah, I haven't been. I've had to have a second eye surgery, and my dad, oh, passed in June. So I'm dealing with estate stuff, taxes, probate, and my mother-in-law has moved here from the United States, so it's a lot going. Oh yeah, yeah, Yeah. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. It's hard losing a parent. It really is. Actually, it's hard losing anyone, but it's definitely hard losing a parent and the state stuff and probate. Yeah, life. I need to do some estate planning myself. I keep putting it off, and I need to stop putting it off because I don't want my kids to have to deal with that kind of stuff so much. Yes, Zach, I remember you telling me you were in the hospital, and I'm glad that you are doing better. Hey, Jamie, how are you? It's good to see you. Anybody wants to drop your link, you can put in hashtag drop. I think most people here are already connected, but hey, if you're not, that's one thing that you can do. Thanks for dropping in and seeing me. Um, I got to figure out, yeah, February 16th, I can go back to work. Oh, okay. Good. Good. Yeah. Nightbot is working today. It's funny, you never know when if Nightbot is going to work and how hard Nightbot is going to work. But Nightbot's doing its job today. Hey, bro, thanks for coming back. Hope you got home safely. Only 15 hours of work, but then that's better than no hours. That is true. That is very true. After he died, the stress and anxiety, I had blood pressure episode that caused retinal bleeding, and I have a blind spot because of the retinal. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Life. It does. Well, Juanita, we'll keep you in our prayers. That's for sure. And I'm hoping that things will settle down for you into some sort of normal, and you can get some relief. Um, and definitely pray um, for God's peace and healing on you for you and your family. Weather conditions for Akron. Conditions are cloudy with a temperature of I can't say it. Ugh. Okay. It takes my breath away. That's so cold. 19 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the southwest at 6 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 64%. I don't know how y'all do it. I cannot imagine walking outside when it's that cold. It's a whopping 3 degrees Fahrenheit there. I can't imagine that. I just cannot imagine going outside. I remember the other day it was only 24, I think, and it was a high, a nice 24 degrees. And I opened the door and looked out and said, "Nope, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow." I can't. I cannot. If I had to go to work, oh my goodness, I would be so grumpy. In fact, I probably wouldn't even talk. I probably would just grunt. People say, "Hey, Felicia," I would go, "How you doing?" I probably wouldn't even be able to say words. I probably wouldn't be able to use words if I had to go to work and it was that cold. And y'all think I'm joking, and I'm not. I am telling the truth. People who used to work with me know that, first of all, I didn't talk in the morning anyway. And if it was a cold day and it was a cold, rainy day, I might not talk all day long because it takes too much. It's freeze your butt off weather here in Ontario. Yeah, that part. I live in the South for a reason. And when wintertime comes, I'm going to hibernate if I can. And if I can't, then everybody's going to suffer with me. I typically don't see that warm until April. Wow. Wow. Wait a minute. You don't see 19 until April? Wait a minute. Mike, stop. You need to explain that statement. 40. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, it's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s here during the winter time. I mean, we get some cold weather, but not that much. Weather for Norfolk. Conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 32 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is blowing from the north at 12 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 50%. Oof, even that's cold. YouTube police, your parents are the sweetest. I remember when your mom used to come on YouTube with you. It's currently 46 here. Whew. Whew. Yeah, that part. Mid 40s are nice. Yeah. The mid 40s are nice in the wintertime, and higher. When it gets lower than that, then that's when hibernation kicks in for me. Y'all, I'm gonna put y'all on hold for just a second. I'm gonna mute myself for just a second, but I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just had to mute for a second. I got a phone call I needed to deal with, but I'm good. I can take care of it later. Thanks. This is my Renaissance grandma. Um, um, I need to get her back on. She's awesome. She hasn't been on in a while. She is awesome. Yes. Weather for Palm Bay. Conditions are sunny with a temperature of 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, you just showing off now, Jamie. The wind is blowing from the west northwest at 16 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 50%. She just showing off 56 degrees. What's up with that? I'm glad to see everyone. I miss you guys. I hope to drop in more. It's good to see you, Juanita. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. YouTube, please say I still get to see them every week. They're up this way. Sometimes they're in Lucydale with my sister. Yep. I haven't been over that way in a minute. I don't know. 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 Are y'all going to the Missouri meetup? I think it's a homesteaders meetup in Missouri. I'm gonna be there. I forgot the name of the town. Anyways, I forgot. It's the coldest. Yeah, she was saying it's the coldest in a lot of states that generally don't get that cold. Yeah, it really is. I mean, we get in the 40s, in the 30s, even we get down in the teens, as a low sometimes, but not often, and not for long periods of time. It's usually 1 or 2 days, and then that's it. I think a couple of years ago we had 7 days where the high temperature was less than 32. That was like a long. Um, that was like the longest period of time that we were below freezing as a high temperature, um, for a few years. And we haven't had that this year. We've only had a couple of days where the highs have been less than freezing. So there's that. Oh, Richland, Missouri. That's the one we're going to. Richland, Missouri. It's in June, June 5th through the 7th. And I think, you know what? I don't know why I'm talking about stuff because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a meetup. It's a weekend meetup. It's in Richland, Missouri, and I forget who's sponsoring it. And I'm going to be there. I will only be attending one meetup this year. At least we're planning on attending. That's the one with Big Matt. Outdoors with Big Matt is putting on, and it's mainly going down to see Eddie and Jamie. Okay, I'm taking very little time off, trying to get as many hours as I can work. It helps mention that part. She's been says 1 or 2 days here and there, but this winter it's been like weekly. Yeah, yeah. I was telling somebody, yeah, we get 10 days of winter, 10 to 14 days of winter, but not all at once. A day here, a day there, two here, a day, 2 days here, 2 days there, and that's it. Let's see. There's going to be one here in Jackson called the Crawfish Kickback. Yeah, the Crawfish Kickback is going to be in Jackson this year, and that's Memorial Day weekend. I thought about doing that one, but it is too close to the one that's happening in Missouri. And I don't know that I will be able to do. You know, they're the same. They're like the same week, or yeah. And it'll be too much for me to try to do both of those. Hey, Sunita, how are you? Sunita makes crochet items. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Mona was sifting some soil and more is going to be there. Okay, cool. Yeah, the crawfish kickback has been nice. I've gone once. I went when the first year they did it. Was it the first year? Yeah, the first year they did it, I went to that one, and it was in Houston that year, and it was really nice. I enjoyed that. And I'd like to go to the one this year. I think what's her name is going to be there too. Um, Sherry. Sherry's Remedy Room is going to be there for the crawfish kickback, I believe. But she's going to be doing a bunch of other ones too. Missouri is happening in June. I think June 5th through the 7th. And it's at, y'all, I don't even know. I know a couple of folks there, but I'm sure there'll be a lot I don't know as well. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Sunita, I'm sorry. It's in Richland, Missouri. Are you in Missouri? You're not in Missouri, are you? Hey, Bunny baby. Richland. It's in Richland, Missouri. Y'all gonna make me look this thing up. Oh, Illinois. I'm looking right now so I can tell y'all the deets, because otherwise I will lie. Not on purpose, just because it's called the 2026 Mid America YouTube Meetup. Nope, that's not it. That's the one in Oklahoma. Wrong. It's called the 2026 Ozark YouTube Meetup. That's what it's called. And it's at Gasconade Hills Resort in Richland, Missouri. And the contact is Simply Jan Homestead. Simply Jan Homestead. Yeah, Ozark YouTube Meetup. That's the one. Yeah, I can't even read. God bless Texas. Don't mess with Texas, y'all. Um, oh, you're in Branson. That's right. That's right, Bonnie. You're in Branson. I'm waiting for a California kickback. Well, Jay, you have to host it. You host the California kickback, and I might be there. You never know. Why did I think he was in Texas? That's because his running buddy's in Texas. Double Dog's in Texas, right? Yeah, his running buddy's in Texas. Look at y'all putting stuff in there. I'm glad y'all can put stuff in there because I do not know. I know a couple of folks there, but yeah, we're back. I said I'm trying to catch up, y'all. Why did I think you were in Texas? I'm waiting on a California. Host one, Jay. Host it, okay? Host one in California. People will come. If you host it, people will come. I promise you. I lived there a couple of times, but Eddie's in Dayton, Texas, just outside of Houston. Yeah. Hey, Lisa J, how are you? I am on. This is just a pop up, and yeah, that part. It's good to see you. I do always say God bless Texas. Exactly. That's actually really common here. I think it's because I've done a few live streams about heading to Texas. Yeah, that's 1 hour and 42 minutes away. You should come over. Bonnie, you should come over while we're there. That would be so cool to get to see you. I do not know who all is going to be there. I absolutely do not know who all is going to be there. But um, my Renaissance grandma is going to be there, and Bayou Sugar Garden is going to be there, and I'm going to be there. And maybe some more people. I really don't know who all is going to be there, but I'm excited to be there. You say stocks, you have stocks, or is it just your name? Oh, you need to follow her if you're not following her. Lisa J, please do hashtag drop to drop your YouTube channel so people can check you out. If you build it, they will come. Yes, that's right. If you host it, they will come. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what happened when we did Operation Rendezvous. Exactly. I only asked because I've been investing in stock lately. Just going what stocks she likes. Yes, she does stocks. She interviewed me last year before last. I don't even remember when it was. We were talking about managing your money and stuff like that. Um, I'll ask Jessica and VJ if it's a weekend. It might be a possibility. It is a weekend. It's like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday with the main thing happening on hashtag drop. There, yes, that's it. Hashtag drop. Link drop for Lisa J. Stocks. Check her out. You guys, if you haven't checked her out before, please check out her channel. She has good information on all things money, investing, stocks, all things saving, all things money. So she does interviews with people. She brings on good people. So yeah, that part. But anyways, Bonnie, that would be so cool. You can email me. My email is somewhere. Oh, it's running across the bottom. frhumphreycreates at gmail.com. frhumphreycreates at gmail.com. You can email me. And whatever. But it would be cool to get to see you. And let me just say this. Bayou Sugar Garden and myself and some other people started a co-op, a nonprofit co-op this year, and some of the co-op members are going to be at that meetup. And so we do have a website, and I need to put it in to drop the website. But Bayou, if you're still here, can you please drop a link for the well, actually, I don't know that you can. Let me see if I can drop a link for the co-op. uh, and you can drop the name of it. I think I can drop the link. Let me try. Let's see if I can pull it up. I know I have it. Hold on just a second. I'm getting there, y'all. It takes me a minute. Yes, here's the link for the co-op. It's called Stronger Together Farm Co-op. That's the website. You guys can go and check it out. Yeah, that part. Yes. Yes. Tell me more about the co You asking me to tell you about the co-op? Okay, fine. I can tell you about the co-op. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that it's making my brain work. So, our cooperative is about empowering farmers together to work together. We promote sustainable practices. We are looking at environmental stewardship initiatives. We are promoting economic prosperity, local food security, and our members are farmers. And I say that loosely because the definition of a farmer is someone who grows food. And so you grow food, so you're a farmer. I grow food, so I grow a farmer. And it doesn't matter if you are growing um, onions on your windowsill, or herbs on your windowsill, or if you've got 10 acres in your back. Small scale, large scale, it doesn't matter. But we are definitely about sustainability. Yeah. And so if you go to the website, you'll see um, some of the examples of our members, who our members are, and we can do more together than we can do individually. And that's basically the whole premise of the co-op, how we can do more together. There are certain things that you can, as an individual, you may not be able to do, but if you're working together with two or three more people, and sometimes it's just two or three more people, or one or two more people, you are able to get better. So yeah. But yeah, check out the co-op. I dropped the link in the chat. I think we're going to, yeah. We're new. We're brand new babies. But one of our like, and this event is going to be our first event where we get to, where we're going out together. Anyways, I'm doing the best I can. Thank you, Value. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying. I would like to be able to talk off the top of my head, and explain that. And so I'm gonna have to definitely practice it. So thank you, TT, for asking me to talk about it, because I need to get in the habit of being able to speak about it as well. But anyways, if anybody has any questions about it, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to Bayou. You can reach out to um, my Renaissance grandma. I think she was in here earlier. I don't know if she's still here, but you can reach out to my Renaissance grandma. And there are other members. I'm not calling out everybody's name who's members or officers. We are officers But I'm not calling out everybody's name. I'm just calling out the people who were here. I think Homesteader Rachel was in here a little earlier. She's a member of the co-op. But I'm just talking about the people who are actually on this, who are actually in this live stream with me today, that are here. And so, yeah. So if you're interested, definitely check out the website or reach out to one of us, and we can talk to you more about it. So thanks, my Renaissance Grandma. Thanks for being here. Y'all don't know. I keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. And I'm gonna keep saying it. I really appreciate the support that I get from my YouTube family. You guys are the best. And I try to support you guys as well, as much as I can as well, because it just means a lot. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it one more time too. Life is hard. And we all go through tough times. I'm one of them. I've talked about it before. I live with chronic pain. I live with chronic depression. I am going through a depressive episode right now. I'm living through it right now in this moment. And I'm saying to you, check on your people. You don't know what they're going through. They may not reach out to you. They may not be able to reach out to you, but it doesn't mean that they don't need you and that they can't use your help. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that they don't need you. It doesn't mean that they don't want you around. It might mean that they just can't right now. They just simply cannot, don't have the energy to do right now. So check on your people. And sometimes it's just, it's just a text message that says, and I think TT's in here, that says, Miss Felicia, I'm gonna need you to check in. Yeah, that's enough. Why did I not know I was in the garden on the website? I totally overlooked it until I said, hey, that kimono looks familiar. I love you too, sugar. I see you, girl. I see you. I see you. And yeah. But that's all I'm saying. I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna continue to say it because life happens. Life happens. Y'all see me doing this, and it's so funny. Let me tell y'all what that is. You know how when you were a kid and you had the little game called the Etch a Sketch, and you do the little things and you could draw things on it. Now I was never really great at it. I've seen people who could do beautiful drawings on the Etch a Sketch. I was never one. But when you mess up or when you just don't like it, you can shake it and it goes away. Sometimes I'll have a thought that is not a good thought, and you will see me Etch a Sketch it. I'll shake my head and Etch a Sketch it. It's like, oh no, no, it's gotta go. So if you see me shaking my head, it's like she Etch a Sketching something. That part. But anyways, yeah. It's funny too. And my Renaissance grandma, whenever I look at the website and I'll see my hand, and I'm like, that's my hand. I'm not saying it actually works. Gary, I'm not saying it actually works. All I'm saying is it's a physical reminder that that thought is not helpful. That's not a helpful thought. And it's a physical reminder that helps me to move on to something that's helpful. We're gonna etch a sketch it. I don't know and I've been doing that for years. I mean, I don't know, 20 plus years. I don't know where I got it from. I don't know why I started doing it that, but it's like, when somebody says, "Oh, you can't unsee that," you can etch a sketch it. It's like that. Anyway, I'm just being silly. You know what? I've been on here over an hour, and I really didn't mean to be on here very long, and I do have some errands to run before it gets dark. So let me thank everybody again for coming in. I'm thanking everybody, the replay crew. Thanking you got anybody on the replay crew who comes in. I appreciate your time and your energy, and it makes a difference. It makes a big difference. And I will see you guys in these YouTube streets. Y'all have a good one, okay? Is this working? Come on. There you go. Much love. Y'all have a good day. Bye now.